Welcome back, Friends fans. Today we're revisiting one of the funniest and most unforgettable moments in Friends history, episode where Rachel accidentally reveals her feelings for Ross through a drunken voicemail. For years, Ross had secretly loved Rachel, but just when Rachel started developing feelings for him, Ross had already begun dating Julie after returning from China. Unable to deal with her emotions, Rachel spends a night drinking with her friends and ends up leaving a voice message on Ross's answering machine. In the message, Rachel tries to sound confident and claims that she is finally over Ross, but her words reveal much more than she intended. The next day, everything changes when Ross decides to play the voicemail in front of Rachel. As soon as the recording starts, Rachel realizes exactly what is about to happen and instantly falls into panic mode. Jennifer Aniston delivers brilliant physical comedy here, desperately trying to stop Ross from hearing the message before it's too late. But the damage is already done, and Ross hears every single word. Then comes one of the most iconic punchlines in Friends history. Looking completely confused, Ross asks, "You're over me. When were you under me?" David Schwimmer's perfect comic timing turns this simple line into a legendary television moment. Rachel is instantly overwhelmed with embarrassment and has no idea how to recover from the situation. Her nervous reactions, awkward movements, and desperate attempts to escape make the scene even more hilarious. At the same time, Ross is trying to process something he never expected to hear, that Rachel may actually have feelings for him. What makes this scene special isn't just the comedy, it's the emotional payoff built over many episodes. For the first time, Ross begins to realize that Rachel's feelings might be genuine. The chemistry between Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer is absolutely incredible throughout this entire sequence. Their natural performances make every moment feel authentic, funny, and emotionally engaging. The writing is equally brilliant, balancing romance, tension, and comedy with remarkable precision. Just when viewers think Ross and Rachel are finally going to discuss their feelings openly, Julie suddenly walks in. That interruption creates one of the best cliffhangers of the season and leaves audiences eager for the next episode. Even today, this scene remains a perfect example of why Friends continues to be loved around the world. Without special effects, action sequences, or dramatic twists, a simple conversation becomes one of television's most memorable moments. It's relatable, funny, emotional, and perfectly performed. That's why this Ross and Rachel voicemail scene remains a timeless classic for Friends fans everywhere. What do you think about this unforgettable moment? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget, after Rachel's secret is finally out, the situation becomes even more complicated. Ross is left completely shocked by what he has just heard. For years, he dreamed about Rachel having feelings for him, and now, when it finally seems possible, he is already in a relationship with Julie. Rachel, meanwhile, wishes she could disappear from the apartment entirely. She tries to laugh off the situation, but deep down, she knows there is no way to take back what Ross has heard. The awkward tension between them becomes impossible to ignore. For the first time, Ross starts looking at Rachel differently. Questions begin running through his mind. Does Rachel really love him? How long has she felt this way? And most importantly, what should he do now? As the days pass, Ross finds himself caught between his feelings for Julie and the emotions he has never truly let go of for Rachel. Julie is kind, caring, and genuinely likes Ross. On paper, everything about their relationship seems perfect. But whenever Ross is around Rachel, old feelings begin to resurface. Rachel also struggles with the consequences of her confession. She tries to act normal around Ross, but every conversation feels awkward. Even the simplest interactions become uncomfortable because both of them now know the truth. Their friends quickly notice that something has changed. Monica, Chandler, Joey, and Phoebe can all sense the growing tension between Ross and Rachel. Soon, everyone realizes that Ross is facing a difficult choice. Should he stay with Julie, the girlfriend who has done nothing wrong? Or should he finally explore the possibility of a relationship with Rachel, the woman he has loved for years? This emotional conflict becomes one of the strongest storylines in the series. Ross begins making lists in his head, comparing Rachel and Julie. He tries to approach the situation logically, hoping that logic will help him make a decision. But love rarely works that way. The more Ross thinks about it, the more confused he becomes. Meanwhile, Rachel starts hoping that Ross might choose her. For the first time, she allows herself to imagine what a real relationship with Ross could look like. However, that hope also brings fear. What if Ross chooses Julie? What if she has ruined their friendship for nothing? The uncertainty creates some of the most emotional moments of the season. Eventually, Ross realizes that no matter how hard he tries to ignore it, his feelings for Rachel are still there. The connection they share is something he cannot easily forget. This realization pushes Ross toward one of the most important decisions of his life. What makes this storyline so memorable is how realistic it feels. Neither Ross nor Rachel is perfect. They make mistakes. They misunderstand each other. They let emotions guide their actions, but that is exactly what makes their story relatable. Many viewers see parts of their own experiences reflected in these characters. The fear of rejection, the regret of waiting too long, the confusion of choosing between what feels safe and what feels right. Friends captured all of these emotions beautifully, and that's why the Ross and Rachel storyline became one of television's most iconic romances. The drunken voicemail was not just a funny moment.